What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be for the last time this season. We are going to be discussing a Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks injury report as we face them very, very soon in the play-in tournament. Now, we just saw the Western Conference teams playing their play-in tournament games, and it was very entertaining. I think the Lakers and Pelicans game was quite entertaining considering, both teams really wanted it and it went down to the wire. Sacramento played a heck of a game, getting the crowd into it, and they walked in and ended the Golden State Warriors season just like that. And that could happen to the Bulls in a couple of hours' time. Our season can end just like that. A click of a finger and the Bulls' season is over. However, there's also a chance that the Bulls can fight, win this game, move over into the next one, whoever it may be against, Philly or Miami, and try to compete for a playoff spot. Again, this could be something that can happen. We'll have to wait and see. Should be an interesting and fun ride nonetheless. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls there. Obviously, upcoming game. And do you see the Bulls as the favorites to win? Now, both teams have a fair chunk of injuries, it looks like, in this game. So without further ado, let's get started. Obviously, we'll start with the Hawks first. And the first person we're going to talk about is Saddiq Bey. He's been out for quite some time, and he's going to be out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL. Sucks to see. One of Atlanta's better players, in my opinion. A very solid three-point shooter. Can add some size into that team as well. That would definitely suck for him and for the Atlanta Hawks. You got Jalen Johnson. It looks like he's been diagnosed with a grade 2 lateral ankle sprain and will be reevaluated in approximately 3 weeks. That was on the 12th of April. So put it this way, he's not playing tomorrow or in a couple of hours' time, but he could still be available for the playoffs if they do make it. So that's something that could be interesting. You got Onyeka Okongwu. Went a non-surgical procedure on Tuesday addressing an ongoing inflammation in his left big toe and will be reevaluated in approximately 4 weeks. So very similar to the Jalen Johnson situation. If they make it to the playoffs and if they are playing in the playoffs and they maybe get past the first round or something along those lines, you could probably see him return to the season as well. Granted, that is a bit unlikely. Then you got Seth Lundy, who won't play against the Pacers, it seems like. So I don't necessarily know the update against the Bulls, but we'll wait and see if he plays or not. So quite a few injuries there for the Atlanta Hawks. Of course, they recently got Trae Young back. I've seen a lot of Bulls fans happy and sad to see Trae Young back, in the sense of we tend to actually play better against the Hawks with Trae Young in the lineup. It seems like we've got quite a number of guys that feel comfortable in guarding Trae Young. Even if Trae Young has a great game, it does take him a while to get those shots up and in against the Bulls. But also people are sad because that is their best player. That's the guy that makes things tick for the Atlanta Hawks. And although we do play great games against Atlanta with Trae Young in there, he could have one great game. One amazing game, one unbelievable game, and that can end the Bulls season right then and there. Just because we have great games against Trae Young doesn't mean he can't have a great game against us as well. So that's definitely something to be fearful of. They do have a lot of their good players there ready to go, and they should be fairly healthy heading into this game against the Bulls. For the Bulls side of things, this is going to be a very interesting chunk of information that we're going to have to wait and see about. Obviously, we could start off with the trio. Patrick Williams, Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, all out for the remainder of the season. We recently had a new update in Onuralp Bitim. Unfortunately, he is going to be out for the remainder of the season. He has a suffering detached retina in his right eye. That sucks. Genuinely, that just seems painful. I guess that's the word. That's an eye injury, I'm pretty sure, essentially. The retina. Most of you guys would know that. But either way, I've had eye injuries before. I've had surgery on my eyes before. They're not fun. And even if they say that they're not painful, I can guarantee you they're painful. So if he has to go through surgery and stuff like that, that is definitely going to be, I think, a sore one and a tough one for him. So he will be out for the rest of the season, essentially. Even if we make it into the playoffs, he will not play. Andre Drummond is listed as questionable against the Atlanta Hawks. Obviously, if you guys are unaware, he had an ankle injury. He got taken off on a wheelchair. And again, there was a lot of doubts surrounding him. in this specific game, look, I don't know if he's going to play or not, but when it's on the line, Drummond is listed as questionable. It's 50-50. 50% chance he may play, 50% chance he may miss the game. And I've said it for a while. I think if we do not have Drummond, we do not win this game. I think Drummond is the missing piece, the secret key, you know, the guy that we need in that game. If he was healthy, I would really consider starting him in this game over Vucevic, because he does stop a lot of what Atlanta Hawks like to do. I think he's a better pick and roll defender. I think he's a better rebounder. I think he can guard the alley-oops. He could guard and block Clint Capella's shots. Vucevic just can't do these things. Unfortunately, Vucevic provides definitely much more variety on the offensive ends, and that definitely can help the rest of the team. But defensively, in the pick and roll, I don't trust him one single bit. And that absolutely sucks to say, but I think it's a proven formality at this point. If Vucevic is starting, we will get exposed in the pick and roll. And it's, I think, going to be about, can we expose the Atlanta Hawks more than they expose us? That's just how I feel about the situation if Drummond doesn't play, let alone start. So, yeah. I hope he is able to play, because it's a massive game for the Bulls, and I want him to play with every fiber of my being. Julian Phillips is listed as out against the Hawks. Again, we know Javonte Green will be eligible to play in this game, so I don't think Julian Phillips is going to be back regardless, but something to keep our eyes on. That's our rookie at the end of the day, and I don't care what anybody says, I would like our rookie to get some experience in these type of moments, so it does suck to see that he might not get that opportunity. Last but not least, Ayo Dosunmu is considered questionable for this play-in tournament game against the Hawks with his quad, I think it was a contusion, something along those lines. Again, speaking of guys that are really essential for this game, Ayo Dosunmu might be the top of the list. Again, you're talking about Trae Young's bad games against the Bulls. Well, who's responsible for that? Some would say it's Caruso. Some would say it's even Kobe White. But for a while now, it's been Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo Dosunmu has been the guy that gets the responsibility to go and guard Trae Young. He's always been the guy that steps up to the plate in that regard. Now, I'm not saying if Ayo comes in, we instantly win the game, like a lot of Bulls fans are saying, because that's just naive. And at this point in time, it just doesn't make sense to say that. It's a one-game elimination. You can't tell me Atlanta or Trae Young can't go for 40 and walk away with a win in this game. I'll believe it when I see it. You know, it's as simple as that. But he does have the responsibility to guard Trae Young, and he has had success in the past against him. And that is something that could be very vital in this one-game elimination style game, action. We want to see the Bulls obviously walk away with the win and advance into that second round. At least the vast majority of people would probably want that. So, I was a big part. And if he doesn't play in this game, our chances do fall big time, because not only is he the guy responsible for the defensive work, he's also the guy that's been the most efficient for the Bulls over the last 2 months. He's able to play make. He's our best transition player by far. So much to like about Ayo this season, and he's definitely been an improved figure over the last 3 months. So yeah, it will suck to see him not play. And I do think, very similar to Drummond, if one of those guys are missing, and if both of them are missing, I think you can kiss the game goodbye before it begins. You're going to have a massively impactful DeMar DeRozan 40-50 point game, in my opinion, if you're going to win this game and, you know, walk away with it, advancing to face Miami or Philadelphia. But it should be a fun game nonetheless. Again, every single play-in tournament game has meaning, has value, and is normally entertaining to watch. And I really hope Bulls fans can bring their absolute best energy-wise heading into this game against Atlanta. I want to see the United Center rocking for this game. I want to see the crowd go crazy. You know, it might be the only chance that we get to see it. So please, let's not be disappointed with the crowd and Bulls players. I'll give you a warning as well. Do not let the crowd get disappointed. Every single time we've had playoff experience against the Bucks specifically, we got blown out at home. So the crowd never had a chance to believe and to really cheer you on, because you basically lost as soon as the game began. Don't let that happen against Atlanta. Give the Bulls fans something to cheer for, and trust me, they will begin to cheer and they'll begin to support and bring that home court advantage that we fought so hard for. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I should be doing a watch along for this game against the Hawks. Should. Keyword. No promises. And I might have to leave during the stream. I don't know. Anything could happen at any given time. But that's the message for you guys as well. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow. And or subscribe if you are new. See you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. and peace.